Ultimate Spider-Man continues towards its conclusion, while Ultimate Hawkeye makes its debut on a stacked week that's got some big number ones and some hotly anticipated books. So let's get right into it on Pals Previews, where we preview for you this week in comics. And we're going to start where we always do, which is with the books that are going to be on the docket this week. So we've got Ultimate Spider-Man 21, Ultimate Hawkeye number one, Skinbreaker number one,
Ooh.
Twilight Zone number one, Absolute Wonder Woman number 12, and Superman number 30. That's a pretty meaty docket. How are you guys feeling about this crop of books?
I will say I don't like the term meaty docket.
I do. I'd say well seasoned.
Okay. All right. And Mr. Seasoning, you can pick then.
You know what? For the novelty of it and the fact that we just had Dan Waters on the show, I would say Twilight Zone.
Mm.
I'm
I
curious to see what he has to say.
Man, I shouldn't have let you go first because my pick was Twilight Zone too. I'm a huge Twilight Zone
Same.
fan, so anytime there's some Twilight Zoniness, I'm into it. Put a good creator on it too. It's even more so. So yeah, I'm pretty hyped for it on this meaty docket of a week.
As you should be. I'm pretty excited for Twilight Zone as well, but Superman has
Yeah.
been stellar, and I think I'm gonna choose it to be my pick of the week this week. It hasn't let me down in a while, and that last issue was ridiculous.
And even Booster Gold gets part of the title of this issue too. It says
Mhm.
Superman and Booster Gold.
Cool.
Damn, you just reminded me about last issue. I'm mad again.
I'm telling you, he's fine. He's fine.
So those are not the only books that we could read because there's also the Pals Pulse poll, which goes live every Thursday at 5. And your options on that, because like we said, this week is huge. Mortal Thor number 2,
Okay.
Battle World number 1, Escape number 2, and of course, Green Lantern number 27.
Ooh, Green Lantern, baby. Come on, people.
You see, he was on the cover of Green Lantern too. My boys
Oh,
Atrocitus and Dexstar are showing up
Hell
in this
yeah.
issue, which is kind of a callback to the first arc of the series.
I know who those people are.
You do. Good job.
Yeah.
I'll get your treat
I
after the show.
did it.
Out of these, man, Green Lantern Corps is good, but Mortal Thor was really good. I think I want Mortal Thor to win, but we'll see.
Mhm.
That cover is just Alex Ross doing the goat. Honestly, the cover goat.
yeah. This is hard because Mortal Thor and Escape number 1 were both excellent, but
Yeah.
Green Lantern is on fire. I think if I'm just thinking about what I'm most looking forward to, it's got to be Escape number 2 for me.
Sure, go with your gut.
Yeah.
Could see that.
So you guys should also go with your guts and cast your vote. You've got a few days left to do it, so get out there and vote. Now, let's take it over to leagueofcomicgeeks.com and let's explore everything else that's coming out this week. There are some, like I said earlier, there are some heavy hitters that there's just not enough space to get into this week on Pals Pulse.
Yeah, I mean, right away at the front, you got X-Men number 22, Jed McKay, and I think it's Netho Diaz, but let me get a better idea on it. But this is the prelude to the Age of Revelation. Age of Revelation is that the new big status quo for the mutants going forward for the next couple months, and it really is kind of starting in this X-Men book. Doug Ramsey's back. And oh, hi, buddy. Doug Ramsey's back, and he wants, he's trying to take over for um, the mantle from Apocalypse to try and usher the mutants into a new era. And this is it. But also, it's got your girl on the front, Sean. It's got
Hmm.
Cassandra Nova.
Ah,
Mhm.
yes.
Your boy Apocalypse is there too. Don't worry. And let me correct myself. It is Carlos Fabian Villa on art.
That's right. Could be drawing that fatty.
Oh
There
boy.
you go.
Oh boy.
Uh, Speaking of fat, Mm. Um, a quite the hefty book every time that it comes out. New History of DC Universe number 3. I've been collecting these as, and I feel like I mentioned it in one of our first reviews a bit. It's a moment in comics. You know, these don't come out a lot. I feel like there's been a lot of moments in comic recently, and this is one of those situations where you're having key people in the DC space be able to cement what is fact, what is fan fiction, and tell us the fan, the consumer, how we should be thinking about the DC universe. Um, so overall, I think this is Mark Wade, Doug Mankey, whom I'm a fan of. Um, I'm interested to see what they have to say here within these pages. Some of this includes Dan Jurgens as well and Norm Rampant as the inker. So overall, I've been enjoying it. It is textbooky, booky, but it's interesting.
I hate how you called comic fans the consumer.
Hey, dude, you bought comics this week, huh?
Well, something you can be sure I'll be buying is Hyde Street number 9. Um, I fell off for a couple issues with this just because,
Oh,
not because I didn't buy them, but I hadn't I hadn't read them. We weren't reading it for the show, and I just fell behind. But I caught up, and Hyde Street has remained fantastic. So I'm super excited for this one. Doctor Archibald Ego is making his debut here. Well, he sort of debuted in the last issue, but we're going to learn more about him here. And so Hyde Street is that good Ghost Machine horror. We're coming up on October. I think Hyde Street should definitely be on your pull list. So if you're not checking it out, you should be.
Yeah, that doctor showed up last issue and it was wacky as hell in like the
hmm
quick little snippet we got. Yeah. I'm gonna call it right next to it actually. Godzilla destroys the Marvel Universe number 3. This is more of Godzilla in the year 2025.
Hell yeah.
Previously, Marvel had done those Godzilla versus one shots throughout the decades, like a different character or team in a different decade. This is not that. This is the actual ongoing story of Godzilla versus the Marvel Universe. Previous issue dealt with some symbiote stuff. And this, it had the Avengers fighting the Godzilla and the Fantastic Four and all that. But this brings the mutants into the fold. This is written by Jerry Duggan with art by Paco Medina and Javier Garron, two artists I really enjoy. And it's just kind of cool just seeing like the entire Marvel universe together in a book. You know what I mean? It feels like there's cohesion in the universe, even though it's a Godzilla tie-in book. Um, it's just refreshing, and it's like total turn your brain off fun stuff. And the Mark Brooks covers are freaking killer every time.
I want to give a shout out to Black Hat number 2. I've not been reading this series, but I want to commend its plot for I think it always delivers. G. Willow Wilson is a incredible writer. Gleb Melkonoff being able to really produce such quality work. I think you can see it on the cover. The thing that always
I
attracts
I
me
cannot wait to bonk you.
the thing that always attracts me on a cover, you'll find, of course, text boxes,
Oh man.
bubbles on will always bring me into the fold, to
Fake
want to
balloons,
explore.
right?
Love balloons.
You're the worst.
Well, I love comics, dude. I don't know what you're
I
talking
actually
about.
like this issue, the highest selling Marvel comic of August, according to writer Gleb Melkinov. So, or artist rather.
Nice.
This is not a book that I will be buying, but uh, Daredevil is
Yeah.
coming to an end with issue number 25. Um, and this will mark there's a I believe there's a Daredevil Punisher mini coming, but outside of that, we don't know about a solo Daredevil book. So this is it. It could be it. We don't know for how long. It'll be interesting to see what the future of Daredevil is. But the Saladin Ahmed run is coming to an end and will be in the rearview mirror after this Wednesday.
Um, and as a big Daredevil fan, I'm excited to see what comes next. I'll
Same.
just leave it at that. But one I do want to call out is somewhat related to a book that came out that we're recording this, but Green Arrow, number 28. This is by Chris Condon. Artist is Osvaldo Pestaña Montpellier. Um, New to me, but the story is really interesting. And by that, I mean really fucked up. The story right now, this arc, Speedy and Ollie are having a good time. Speedy says, "All right, see you later, Ollie. We'll see you tomorrow." And then another archer, another red archer, shoots an arrow that injects him with drugs and causes him to OD. And he's been doing this to people throughout. Oh, is it Coast City? I'm forgetting exactly. Opal? I forget exactly where Green Arrow is set. Oops, fake DC fan. But it's kind of Ollie coming to terms with his relationship with Speedy and the things that Speedy has gone through and the things he's overcome. And he has a lot of remorse for the way he's treated him throughout the years. And now this is him trying to amend that and fix that relationship through a villain that is the antithesis to who Speedy Red Arrow would be. It's really interesting. It's a fun book. It's not a happy book, but it's a fun book for sure.
I believe you were looking for Star City.
That'll do it.
Thanks, ChatGPT.
Hey, I googled like a regular person.
Yeah, and you got the
Uh,
AI summary at the top.
ChatGPT is open. Uh, I do want to shout out Mr. Terrific Year One, talking about the intellectual possibilities of some sort of technology. This has been a really great series. I've been thoroughly enjoying uh, being able to fall in love with a character I wouldn't have thought otherwise. You know, the most I had seen of this character prior was the Strange Adventures, you know, Tom King, Mitch Gerrard's Shaner. But this has given me a new character to latch on in the DC universe, and I'm super excited that this book is getting uh to get to this point. I'm just having a lot of fun. Highly recommend. This is Al Letson, artist Valentine Delandro, and colorist Marissa Louise. So highly recommend.
My last shout out is going to be Street Sharks #1, which is finally dropping. It was delayed, but it is coming. It's written by Stephanie Williams with art by Ariel Metal. I really like that they got Stephanie Williams for this because that's somebody with chops. So I love Street Sharks. I grew up watching this show, and I've been looking forward to this. We were going to review it, but then it got delayed. So now we're not. But it'll end up in my stack anyway.
I sort of want to do one more quick shout out too. You said Stephanie. It reminded me of Stephanie Phillips, who is the writer of Spider-Gwen Ghost Spider, or All New Spider-Gwen Ghost Spider #2. Horrible title, I'm afraid. But Gwen Stacy has been merged into the main universe now. Her father's here. Her house is here. This is where she lives. So in the main 616, Gwen Stacy and Captain Stacy are alive now. And this is a solo tale with her, and Silk is actually a supporting character, which is really cool to see Silk in this book. And I actually liked the first issue. It was dealing with trying to for Gwen trying to find a community within this new universe she lives in, and she's just looking for a band. And then instead she finds what appears to be her old symbiote going on a rampage. So it's an interesting kind of story. I hadn't read too much of Stephanie Phillips' previous Spider Gwen stuff, but I did enjoy the first issue of this, like a decent amount.
My last shout out is going to be Orphan and the Five Beasts, Bath of Blood. It's a Dark Horse book by James Stokoe. I
Oh,
love Stokoe. Anything that he puts out, I'm picking up. So wanted to give a huge shout out. Eh, Pick it up. This is a creator that knows how to craft a story and uses their stylistic art to be able to like just throw, in my opinion, wonders at you. You can stare at a page, the detail that it gets included, where he decides not to include detail. There's so much to analyze with his work, especially from an art front, and he guides you along with a compelling story. Highly recommend people go out and pick this up.
I'm getting it. It's James Stokoe. I'm in.
Yep, easy. That's a name.
Cool. Well, those are the books that we are excited about this week. Let us know what you're excited about. Make sure you have a great time at your LCS. Share some of the pictures of your pulls over on our
Yeah.
Discord server and come hang out with us Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern for Palace Pulls. Until then, take care, guys.